You know, I've just realised that in my thumbnail for this video, it looks like I did not like Spawn. I didn't mind Spawn, but I'll get into why I look like that later on.
The Review Warrior.
So Spawn was directed by Mark A.Z. Dippe, and it stars John Leguizamo, Michael Jai White, Michael Sheen, Teresa Randall, D.B. Sweeney, and Nicole Williamson. The film depicts the character's origin story as a murdered US Marine who returns from hell as its army's reluctant leader. So right, going into Spawn, I've been meaning to review this for a while, and the reason I did was because it came out on Arrow Video on 4K. I thought I might as well, review it. And when I watched it for the first time back in 2020, I thought, yeah, the CGI sucks, but it is enjoyable. But now watching Spawn 5 years later, I thought the exact same thing. Yes, the CGI is awful, but the film's got some enjoyment in it at least. But anyway, let's go into what I liked about Spawn first, shall we? So going into what I liked about Spawn, we have John Leguizamo playing the clown, aka the Violator. He's kind of Al Simmons' new guide to becoming the new Spawn from hell. Yeah, he is such a character in this film. He's basically like a more messed up Riddler, to be honest with you. He messes with Al Simmons while he's becoming Spawn. He's very disgusting as well. Every time he sees a woman, he makes it like these obscene jokes. Another thing that I was honestly sickened by in this film, it's a good thing. There's a bit after Al Simmons becomes Spawn. Clown eats a pizza covered in maggots and worms. Now, I have seen on IMDb that apparently John Leguizamo did actually eat a bit of pizza with maggots and worms on it. That's freaking commitment, if you ask me. Right after Mark A.Z. Dippe called cut on set, obviously it come back up. I mean, you're not going to eat a pizza covered in maggots and worms and just think, slimy, yes, satisfying. Nice little Lion King reference there, Shane. Well done. And now we have Michael Jai White playing Al Simmons and the titular Spawn. He was good as this kind of tormented and very messed up human being after what happened to him. He got killed by Jason Wynn, played by Michael Sheen. And after that, he's kind of this tormented person who's just going out for revenge. And yes, it has a cliche revenge story in Spawn. This was the 90s after all. But yeah, Michael Jai White was good as Al Simmons, aka Spawn. And now we got Martin Sheen playing Jason Wynn. There's one thing that kind of got on my nerves in the film. He kind of talks like this. You know, he's got kind of this gruff voice. I was just like, Martin, just go back to your normal voice, dude. As much as I thought Martin Sheen was very silly, everyone's silly in this film. I'm just going to come out and say it. Everyone's silly in Spawn. It's very campy. It's one of my guilty pleasures. It is very comic booky. You know what I mean? It's got tons of comic book movie cliches, and this was in the early days of comic book movies. But still, it's such silly acting. But I think they were just having fun on set, let's be honest. I know it's kind of early, but I'm going to go into one of my gripes for the film. The CGI is awful. On the 4K, they do not look any better. They just look like PS2 graphics. I mean, there's the scene where Spawn and I think Clown both go to hell. And yeah, it looks like something you see in a PS2 game. The fire effects when they go through the tunnel of fire, it just looks awful compared to what we got now. Even though nowadays CGI is a bit naff as well. Either way. And yeah, the CGI on Clown's final form when he's the Violator. Oh my god, that looks awful. And now I'm going to go into why I look like this on the thumbnail. The opening credits are the most headache-inducing opening credits I have ever watched in any film. No matter whether I watched it on DVD way back in 2020 or when I watched it in 4K just yesterday, those opening credits give me a massive migraine. It's just some of the most headache-inducing opening credits I've ever seen. The end credits aren't that much better either. On the end credits, they go up, they're all scratched, they go from side to side. And right, I keep talking to one of my friends about Spawn, and the credits always come up. I always talk to Jello Movie Fan, or Movie Collector Geek as he's now called on here. Every time we talk about Spawn, the credits always come up. I know he's going to comment on this video saying, yeah, they do, don't they? But yeah, those credits are headache inducing. But if they haven't got any good songs while they're playing over the end credits, I mean, we got Long Hard Road Out of Hell by Marilyn Manson, Can't You Trip Like I Do by Crystal Method, and then we got Skin Up Pin Up. I can't remember who sings that one. Either way, great soundtrack. That's another thing I want to talk about as well. The soundtrack to Spawn. It slaps. Do people say that still? Either way, it's a banger. I used to have the CD of it, but then it got destroyed in a flood we had during the pandemic, so that was fun. But going into some more of my gripes, after Al Simmons becomes Spawn, it does kind of slow down a little bit. It does go on for a little bit too long. There's 2 cuts of the film as well. Hang on. We have the normal cut, which was on for 96 minutes. And then we also have the extended cut, which is 98. Really? Just 2 minutes? I don't really have much else to say about Spawn. It's just a normal cliche comic book movie with some awful CGI effects and some good acting by John Leguizamo. I should probably say this for verdict time. Let's just do it.
Verdict time.
So in the end, Spawn is very silly. It's very dumb. It's very over CGI-fied. I bet it looked alright back in 1997, but nowadays the effects just look incredibly awful. When the clown is in his final form, he kind of looks like the big demon in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's not a good thing, folks. The CGI is just as good in Spawn as it was in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Take that how you will. The soundtrack's amazing. The acting by clearly John Leguizamo, he's the standout for the film. The action was okay when it was on, but I think the only thing that's bringing this film down was the CGI, and it does kind of get boring in a few scenes. But even with that being said, Spawn is one of my guilty pleasures. It's like Spice World. Silly, dumb, and you just have to turn your brain off while you watch it. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to give Spawn a B-. Those bloody credits, man. Those bloody opening and end credits. Good songs, but man, do they give you a massive migraine. So Spawn, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what is your favourite comic book film from the 90s? If there's any good ones, because that's, like I said, that's when they're in their heyday. Whatever it is, comment below. Let me know what it is. I've been the Review Warrior. Thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and be sure to check here for more reviews coming soon.